Everyone thinks they know the Knights Templar, right? The humble warrior monks protecting Christian pilgrims. But what if that whole story was just a cover? Well, according to one incredible legend, that's exactly what it was. So let's dive into the secret mission that some people claim could totally rewrite history as we know it. So, on the surface, you've got the official story, Soldiers of Christ. But according to this theory, they were on a completely different kind of quest. They weren't just looking for religious relics, they were supposedly hunting for the powerful, ancient technology of a lost global civilization. And here's the thing, the story goes that their real journey didn't even start in Jerusalem. Nope. It began years earlier in Constantinople with a super secret order known as the Brothers of the East. And this group, they supposedly held the key to a story that was going to change everything. Now, these Brothers of the East, they told a tale about an ancient, highly advanced civilization. I mean, a society so sophisticated that things like poverty and war, they just didn't exist anymore. They had apparently mastered their world in ways that would have sounded like pure magic. Just think about the scale of their abilities for a second. We're talking instant communication across the entire globe, moving massive stones with just their minds, and medicine so advanced it could cure pretty much anything. It was a true utopia, all powered by some technology we can barely even wrap our heads around. And you can forget Plato's little island. According to this legend, Atlantis wasn't a place. It was a worldwide network of cities, all of them connected by transportation systems that would have seemed like absolute sorcery to anyone living in the 12th century. But then, just like that, it was all gone. A massive, cataclysmic flood. And isn't it interesting how that story echoes in myths from pretty much every culture on Earth? Supposedly wiped them from existence. All that was left were scattered remnants and some very, very powerful artifacts. And that brings us right back to the Templars. The Brothers of the East supposedly gave them their real mission: get to Jerusalem, get to the Temple Mount, and find the Atlantean relics hidden deep, deep beneath the ruins of King Solomon's temple. For almost a decade, while the rest of the world saw them as simple guards, they were secretly excavating. The legend says that day and night, they were tunneling into the earth on a secret search for the legacy of this lost world. And what they supposedly found? I mean, it's literally the stuff of legend. Not just one incredible artifact, but a whole vault of them. The Ark of the Covenant, the Holy Grail, and maybe the most important of all, ancient texts and the Emerald Tablet, which allegedly held all the secrets to their power. Okay, but this raises a huge question, right? How did all this incredible technology actually work? What in the world was the power source that could have fueled an entire global civilization? This is the central mystery. It's one thing to have a flying machine or a healing device, but what makes it go? The answer, according to this Templar legend, was a substance known to ancient cultures all over the world, just under different names. They called it manna. The Templars supposedly discovered it was a unique white powder created through a kind of advanced alchemy that could act as a perfect superconductor. This stuff, this was the key. This was the fuel for all of Atlantis' wonders. And here is where the theory gets really compelling. This wasn't just some Atlantean idea. If you look at ancient Sumerian texts, they talk about a substance called shamana. Then you jump over to ancient India, and their Vedic texts describe incredible flying machines called vimanas, which were also powered by some mysterious energy source. And of course, in Polynesia, the concept of mana as this spiritual life force, a power that lives in people and things, is absolutely central to their entire culture. So, are you seeing the pattern here? Different names, different cultures, separated by thousands of miles and thousands of years, but they're all describing the same fundamental concept, a powerful substance that could tap into the hidden forces of nature. Let's use the Ark of the Covenant as a specific example. We're told it was this massive box made of wood and solid gold. I mean, the gold alone would have weighed almost 1,000 pounds, and that's not even counting the heavy stone tablets inside. So how on earth could just 4 guys carry it? Physically, it seems impossible. Unless the Ark wasn't just a box. What if it was a machine? A machine powered by that same ancient energy source. And this is where the theory gets really fun. The men tasked with carrying the Ark, they were from the tribe of Levi,
the Levites. And according to this legend, they used mana extracted from gold to make the ark practically weightless. Levite, levitation, is that a clue hidden right there in the name itself?
So, after they supposedly unearthed all these secrets, the Templars' mission changed. It wasn't about discovery anymore, it became about protection. They had to safeguard this world changing knowledge until humanity was finally ready for it.
See, the ultimate goal of the legend wasn't about hoarding power. It was about one day reintroducing this technology to the world to create a new era of abundance and peace free from poverty, war, and sickness. That, the story says, was the real holy grail they were protecting all along.
And so, the legend lives on that these artifacts, this knowledge, it's all still out there, hidden away, waiting. And it really does raise a fascinating final thought. If this story is true, even a little bit of it, and these secrets are one day revealed, what does our world look like the day after?